so late tonight. I am dog sitting currently, so I was taking the dogs to the bathroom and it took a little bit longer than I thought, but we're here now. So welcome to the stream. And tonight we are going to start Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. I am so excited to start this new one. We were kind of left on a cliffhanger last time with wondering if Edgeworth has resigned or if we're gonna see Maya again. So let's get into it. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout. Oh, very dramatic organ playing. Huff, huff. Grr, how did I get into this mess? What has Phoenix got himself into this time? You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh no, it's the judge. What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence. You are no longer worthy of your title. Oh no. I bet it's just a bad dream. September 8th, 9:08 a.m. Well, that doesn't help if you have the creepy organ as a ringtone, Phoenix. What a nightmare. I knew it was a nightmare. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. You're sleeping on the job? Come on, Phoenix, you know better than that. Huh? Looks like they hung up. Good. I finally found it. Who's this guy? Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but it's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. Sounds like he has a real nightmare on his hands now. A few minutes later, District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. We're gonna miss the trial, aren't we? Ouch, my head, it's throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in here, there? Good morning. Ack. Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's the fighting spirit? Well, I can tell right away that this character is a morning person, which I am very much not, so... What do you mean, fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts. Roger that! Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Life in my hands? You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange, and you keep staring at me. You're making me kinda nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here it goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. So, this is how a defense attorney treats his clients, sir. I can't believe this. No, it's just, well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes? Who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? Oh no, Phoenix has completely lost his memory. This isn't good. To be fair, I don't know what's going on either. The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? Trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? I guess I must have amnesia. Let's see, what can I piece together? From the sounds of things, it's probably safe that I'm a defense attorney. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Ah! Someone, please! Tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling that this is one dream I won't be waking up from? Gulp. "10 a.m. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor." What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? Yes. I guess I should say yes for now. Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Wait a sec. If her life is in my hands, I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory's kind of... The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, please your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. A policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me. And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. He. It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. I don't think you showed me mercy last time, Mr. Payne, and I beat you pretty quickly, so... Well, I guess it'll be harder now that Phoenix doesn't have his memory, but I'll still beat him pretty quickly, I swear. Okay. And who are you again? The prosecution calls Detective Gumshoe to the stand. Here we go, don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so you know. You work under the detective? Yes, sir, and while I was a trainee, he was also watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down, I believe you. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up pretty bad and snapped his neck. The details are listed in the report that was disturbed yesterday. Yes. This autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? I see. Everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirmed the time of death. If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph. Very well, the court accepts it into evidence. Crime photo. The victim fell from the walking path above. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yes, I guess. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually. It's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. Alright, sir. I'll help you through this. At the time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. Court record. Yep, info about evidence and people involved in this case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing tab. Tab, huh? You really know what you're talking about, don't you? It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think I could totally be a legal aid instead. Here, I need to take a bathroom break pretty quickly, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, let's get back to it. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I'd better check the court record and see what I find. What was it again? Tab? Alright, Mr. Wright, let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? Let's see. It's my all-important badge. It shows that I'm a defense attorney. I found this in my pocket, but I don't remember what it means or how it got there. Time of death, 9/6 at 6:28 p.m. Cause, broken neck, body was also covered in bruises. Found underneath the victim's body, pieces are near-sighted lenses are found nearby. The victim fell above the walking path. Okay, so it's this one. Glasses. That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. That's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held on to them as he fell. Hey, what are you giving me that evil eye? Those glasses aren't you're wearing. Nah. Yes, these are my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the crime scene are not mine, I swear, sir. You sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day I accidentally stepped on my pair. A coincidence, she says. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. Oh, you have more? And this evidence is very decisive. Very well. Every time they say they have decisive evidence, it never seems very decisive. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. Well, at least Gumshoe's still here. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses underneath the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area. He managed to write the culprit's name on the ground when he landed. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's not hard to say she's the culprit. Nah, innocent until proven guilty, as they always say. And though in this courtroom it seems to be the opposite. This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor. Why this? Yes, I can see her name is clearly written here. The prosecution would like you to submit this picture. Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. A photo of the area around the victim's hand. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But, I already told you, those glasses aren't mine. And how do you explain his dying message? This is a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? This is it. I'm counting on you. Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces. Get in their faces and do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm going to lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Lie? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. Like that detective. He does sort of look like a scatterbrain. I guess you're not wrong. Like, Detective Gumshoe can be a little bit of scatterbrain for sure. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire, here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be alright. You know, at least you only lost your memory when it wasn't a giant trial, like, I don't know, the last trial, or even proving Edward innocent. Like, those I would call really big, important trials. This one is a little bit less serious. It's still murder, but it's not like, well, I guess it is still career end. Okay, yeah, no, it's a still pretty big trial. There's something even more incriminating than those glasses underneath the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, and he managed to write the culprit's name in the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it clearly states the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence, the glasses, it's hard to say she's not the culprit. Okay, I think I'm gonna go to the beginning and just start pressing everything for now. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses underneath the victim's body, sir. About those glasses. Do you have any proof that those belong to my client? Those lenses are for nearsightedness and are almost the same strength as hers. Even the frames look kinda like the one she's wearing in her ID, pal. What should I do now? Hold it. Almost and kinda are not good enough in the case like this. Do you have more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with those glasses? The dirt and sand rubbed out any traces of fingerprints or anything else. So what you're saying, detective, is that you have nothing that proves those glasses are my client's. Something like that. What? I see, So there is no proof. Wow, that was amazing! I literally just pressed the first sentence. I don't think it was amazing, I think it was just lucky that the first one had the issue. I could totally feel it down in my gut. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area. Now, you're sure he was pushed and that's how he fell? Yeah, pal, if you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way it could have been it was anything else. Please continue with your testimony, detective. Anyway, the victim fell pretty far, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. The culprit's name? Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't want to believe it, but... Was the name that of my client? I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. Are you absolutely certain? Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. This is a picture of it. No matter which way you look at it, it still says Maggie. He's got a point. Hey, hold on, huh? Don't huh me. I know the picture says Maggie, but now that she mentions it, something does feel kind of off about this picture. That's how you know it. You found a contradiction. Now hurry up and present some evidence. So that's what spotting a contradiction feels like. I'd better check the court record again. Okay. Tab. Dustin's autopsy. Well, I guess I didn't exactly think that would work, but at the same time... Oh, no, I didn't mean to... Dang it. Was trying to press another thing. So I can switch to profiles now. Nice. Maggie Bird. That's not how you spell Maggie's name. What is it? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush! Detective Gumshoe. You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me. What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You'll see. This is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer the defendant's name if you please. Where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is Maggie Bird. Okay, I'm not gonna do voice. I'm just bad at voices. I figured I would try this once, but yeah, no, I'm just bad. Just bad at doing voices. I think someone needs to check the court record. What? It says right here, and it says Maggie Bird. It looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here? I have no idea, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. Yep, it's Maggie with an E-Y instead of an I-E. You see? How about that? I didn't even notice. How did you not notice? She's been under your service for how long? To be fair, I guess you don't... Well, no, he would have seen papers with her name on it. But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. May I remind you that it was you who said, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. If there were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to have not known her name. No! Exactly. This is very true. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers? Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force. Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court of the relation between the victim and the defendant. Where did I... Ah. Yes, sir. Dustin and Maggie. Sorry, guys, just have to do something quickly. Promise it'll be quick. Hello, I'm back. Sorry for having. Sorry for being late and then having to leave so much. Trust me, that was the last time I'm doing a little break to do something. So we should be fine for the rest of the stream. Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about half a year. That's not long at all. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. That's way too short of a time span for talking about marriage, I find. That's really fast. Like, at least give it a year before bringing up marriage. Come on. And that's at the very least. It really should be longer, but, you know. It depends on age, too, and they seem young. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Maggie, I mean, Officer Bird had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was going... It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know, because she came to me to ask what she should get him. Oh, those two sound like they were close. Nevertheless, oh my god, tragedy struck. Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. Okay. Officer Prince and Officer Bird were going out for half a year. How do you know about this? Every year in March, we have a training camp for us cops. Officer Bird was a rookie at the time, and she and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off. They got close, I take it. Actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. Poor Officer Gumshoe, he's still making, like, pennies. I say that, but we don't even have pennies in Canada anymore. It's just making pocket lint at this point. If only I had gone on that trip. What is it? Oh, nothing, sir, really, anyway. Come on, press him harder. Sounds like they were even talking about marriage. Marriage? But wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? Ooh, big age gap, too. What? You're saying a guy's gotta marry someone the same age as him, pal? He doesn't, but... Again, depends on age. The older you get, the more an age gap doesn't really matter so much. No, that's not what I meant at all. Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know. I hate to think this fella has a ways to go before marriage. Mind your own business, pal. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. The day of the incident, you mean September 6th? Yeah. The victim, Officer Prince, had just gotten off duty at 5:30 p.m. that day. And since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit. I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, it was a jolly time. That's great, Your Honor. I'm glad you're such a cheerful old man. Maggie, I mean, Officer Bird had gotten Officer Prince a present. You seem to know a lot about the defendant. Well, that's because I'm her boss, and we've gotta watch out for my subordinates. But even what she was doing to give as even what she was going to give as a present, isn't that going to be a bit too far? Hey pal, watch what you're saying. I know everything that happens under me. If somebody as much scratches their... I really don't need to know that much. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant, that should not be the point of discussion at this time. Whoa, wait a second. Why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, pal. You're guilty, guilty, guilty. I should have you arrested. I think the good detective is about done here. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago.
over 2 months ago? Yep, she's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was this birthday present? She got him a glove. A single glove? Why would she only give him one? Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove. That makes sense. You only need one baseball glove. Oh, I see, a baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. A baseball glove, Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Yeah. Are you saying she bought a glove at a store that far in advance? Nah, nothing like that, pal. Then, what is it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. Custom made? The glove was custom made. Yep, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made. Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case. Yes, it would seem that there is little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to this case? Maybe. I don't know where this will lead me, but of course it is relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case. Yes, bluffing to the max. Don't say that too loud or they'll hear you. Come on. Now this is the Mr. Right I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great. Pressing people. It feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people. Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I bought the glove with me today. And? Well, didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir. Huh? It's rather yellow, isn't it? Baseball glove. A birthday present from Maggie to the victim. It was custom made. Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. And that's why you had to special order it? Yep, that's right. That and one other reason. I think this court has heard enough. It's clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other. Yes, that's correct, Your Honor. Now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim? I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground. Yes, sir. Writing on the ground. First, we looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that this was the victim's handwriting. So, in the end, you couldn't confirm it. Hey, don't you look down on us. I told you, we're not a bunch of simpletons, pals. Everyone knows you can't find out everything you want with scientific investigation. I've never heard that before. Me neither. Nor I. I never heard anything like that at the police academy, sir. Okay, so I made it up. Anyway. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. guess a left-handed glove? Because I don't know much about baseball, but I'm pretty sure you throw with your right hand, like you throw with your dominant hand and catch with your non-dominant hand. So his non-dominant hand would have been his right hand, so he's a lefty. Which is probably the other reason why she had to have it custom made. Victim's fingernail, there were also scratches on them. Wrote this with his right hand. Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but it's really yellow, and that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow, but that is only one of its qualities. Huh? There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed? Why, you're absolutely right. The glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That is why it had to be custom made. I have never seen a bright yellow left-handed glove for sale, have you? Well, no. So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? That's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture that it was his. Wait a second. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. Ah! This is, I mean, I object! Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. Well, he could have written it with his right hand, but if you're a left-handed person, you're not going to write anything with your right hand unless your left hand is badly injured, which his was not. Order. When you think about it that way, then yes. It is not possible that this name is written by the victim himself. Then that means Maggie is... No, it's not possible, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent. No! Alright, you did it, Mr. Wright. Phew, I feel like I can breathe again. It seems that we have reached a conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honor? Well, thank you, sir. See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't even give up being a lawyer, sir. Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire. Phoenix, get your memory back so you're not going to retire like Edgeworth possibly did. I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant Maggie Bird... No, not yet. I mean, please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne? The prosecution is not finished yet. What do you mean? We would like to call our next witness to the stand. What? There's another witness. And what did this witness witness? The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he said the very face of the culprit. What the heck? Order in the court. I believe a recess is in order. Afterward, we will hear from the new witness. I have a feeling that was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here. Court is adjourned for recess. I was not expecting a recess on the tutorial episode. September 8th, 11:43 a.m. Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir? I'm sorry, I didn't mention it to you. Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lawyer, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need. No, I think I'll pass on this one. Come on, I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose in where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems. Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problems first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things? Of course, it would be my honor to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name and then I can tell you about me. No, that's okay. Really, I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix Wright. What a weird name. This is serious. You really don't remember. I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back, and maybe it'll help. This is a business card? I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay? Okay. There are some numbers written on the back. Oh, that's your cell phone number. Phoenix's business card added to the court record. I guess for now we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case. This case? Yep, can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with that cell phone, but... Cell phone? Yeah, your eyes lit up when I talked about it at the detention center, sir. Hurry up then, and tell me. This might be very important. Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin. Oh, the same one that had that weird ringtone. I like the little blue badger hoodie, that's cute. All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Beep. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? I'm so glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, and they never did. So, where's the phone you found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Huh? To me? Is that the phone in my pocket? You mean this? Do you think it has anything to do with the murder? Probably? Like... I don't know, suspicious phone number plus people who usually use their phones and call them and somebody else picks up. I don't think they usually ask your name. And seeing that her name was written in the sand, it sounds mighty suspicious to me. I don't really know, but if my eyes lit up... Ah! You were here all along! You're so mean! Maya! Hey Maya, how you doing? I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up. And when I went to check in the courtroom, everyone had already left. Ack. No, who in the heck is this? Him forgetting Maya kinda hurts, not gonna lie. Let me guess, I'm supposed to know this girl too. Hey, good morning, Maggie. And a good morning to you too, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh, and what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right. It's Maya to the rescue with the ultra-decisive, super important evidence. Here you are, Nick. The thing you wanted me to bring. Huh? Oh, thanks. What the heck is this, a list? It has about 20 people's names and phone numbers on it. It was kinda tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good. No good? As in... There's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. Names list added to the court record. A list of unfamiliar names and phone numbers. Members of a con artists group? That would be a group of con artists pop up in a case like this. Don't look at me. And where did you get this list from in the first place? What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh, is that right? These numbers were in the memory of that phone mag you found. So that's where they're from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be as forgetful old... I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya, actually, Mr. Wright is... Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately. Oh, oops. Guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck! I guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. All that's left to do is to put it together. I'm not going to lose this, I can't. Also, why is Maya still picking on Nick for being old? Like, he's not even that old. Like, he was only 24 in the last game. Maybe he's 25 now, which is still not that old. I know everyone freaks out about turning 30, but like even 30's not that old. Come on, Nick. Better get a move on. Yeah. 11:54 a.m. Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words. What is it, Mr. Payne? It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I asked that the court might be a little lenient on. There is no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please. Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls its next witness. A drifter who was talking was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder. Oh, this guy who's creeping in the shadows, who I'm pretty certain caused my amnesia. Great. Now he's definitely the most suspicious looking person in the room. Please state your name for the court, witness. Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something. Huh? Oh, alright, go ahead. Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps a differ who was taking a walk. Drifter who was taking a walk. Did I? But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Sure, I suppose... Ah! Okay, it's another one of these chatty chats. Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I will be more careful from now on. Well, he's already reminded me of Miss Oldbag, who would not stop talking, and I could not keep up with. What is he, a human chatterbox? Exactly what I was saying, Maya. Very much is a human chatterbox. I have a question. I have to question him. Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course, university, first rates only need apply. Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses. That's enough. Your name, witness. Stop flipping your hair back and forth. Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down. I see how you work now. That's not what they're doing. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. Dude, I just finished explaining that Phoenix is not old, and Maya's even younger. Like, what are you talking about? Officer Bird doesn't even seem old either. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Oh man. I forgive you, alright? I suppose I can tell you my name. I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso, with a PhD in drifting, as it were. What the heck is a PhD in drifting? Oh, does he drift cars? But then again, is there even a PhD for that? If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit. Ahem, Mr. Wellington. On the day of the murder, you were strolling through the park, correct? It would appear that it would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with mommy. That's not what he was saying. Anyway, please testify to this court what you saw during the walk through the park. See, you said it again. Taking a walk. You know, Dude, everyone takes a walk every now and then. It doesn't mean that he's calling you a little boy. Honestly, if he thinks that, maybe he needs to grow up a little bit. What you witnessed will... Wait, what you witnessed will do, Mr. Wellington. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. His face kind of looks so funny in this picture. Of course I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the bandana that fell from the police officer. A bandana? That was certainly a decisive testimony. Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said? Yeah, that's all you have to say. How can you be so calm? It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client. You mean Maggie? Yes. And if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy is lying. You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright. I'll find out the truth to the matter, how well you craft your lies. Alright. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. So you were at the park all afternoon. You seem to have a lot of free time. That was very rude of you. But then again, what can I expect? That's what you get from a man who graduated from a no-name trashy university. No-name trashy? Now, this might be hard for a mushhead, feeble-minded baboon like you, but I have to think very carefully about the future of our great country. I hate this guy. Stuck up, feels like he's better than everyone else, and is super mean, and just plain rude. But I thought you said you were thinking about which college to go to just now. Oh, please. Which university I go to will directly affect the very future of this country. You are not that important. I'm sorry, but I know we all think we're main characters a lot of the time, but we're not always. We're just main characters in our minds. That arrogant little snot. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. Actually, it's very true when people say we're just a little particle in the universe, and we usually, unless we're in very high power, we tend to not affect things that much. And this guy's deciding which university he's going to. I don't think he has that much power to change the whole world just because he's deciding which university he's going to. How did you know what time it was? I see you're not wearing a watch, so... Is that the best you can do? Do you think you can discredit me like that? You're just a third-rate, biased fool. I guess I can't expect real smarts from you. I'm already sick of this guy's attitude. Grr, his arrogance is really intolerable. So what should I do now? Answer the question. How did you know what time it was? To tisk tisk, I can't believe I have to deal with a worm like you. You're just a shallow man who can only slam on desks and point at people for fun. I guess I don't have a choice. I'll try to explain it so that a third-rate simpleton like you can understand. There was this little thing they called a clock at the park. Dude, you really don't have to be so arrogant and mean about it. I know what a clock is. Did you get that? Do you know what a clock is? It's a thing that tells you the time. As you can see, Mr. Wright, it's even in this picture of the crime scene. Oh, so it is. I looked at that clock, and that's how I knew the time. But if you ask me, it's and yet again, another flood of meaningless words. Talk about a first-class waste of time. In any case, all of a sudden, a police officer falls above right in front of my eyes. And how did you know he was a police officer? You obviously have no idea how powerful my deduction reasoning skills are. With one glance, I could tell that what kind of occupation he held. That shoddy do-it-your... Okay, just spew a bunch of insults out again. Oh, and I suppose it was also because he was wearing an officer's uniform. You could have just said because he was wearing an officer's uniform. Jeez. Shouldn't that statement have come first? Wow, that's pretty impressive. How is that impressive, Maya? Could you not tell somebody was a police officer by just seeing that they were wearing a uniform? I'm a little bit worried about Maya's education now. Hey Nick, do you think he's figured out what to do? Even if I haven't figured that out yet. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met an eyes of a charming young lady. Are you sure you got a good look at her face? Animals have this thing called an eye, Mr. Wright. They use this eye to see things. I'm not an idiot. And also, eyes, as plural. You have two eyes. So you don't just have an eye, you have eyes. In the case of humans, we have two of them. Yes, even you. Exactly, so why do you say an eye? Oh, whatever. I don't care if you have them or not. Did you or did you not get a clear look at her face? That's what the witness was just about to get to. I would like to request that Mr. Wright not use such a loud voice during questioning. Sustained. Mr. Wright, please refrain from raising your voice in this court. Fine. Then please don't make me have to raise my voice. Are you finished? I'd like to continue if that's alright with you. Of course I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant. So you're sure you are not mistaken? Please don't confuse your pitiful train wreck of a life with mine. I'm what you call a famous brand name product, while you are only a cheap imitation. There is no way someone as magnificent as myself could have made a mistake.
Of course, of course.
Oh ho ho ho, of course. Did you notice anything else of interest, witness?
The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police. Oh, banana, not bandana. Wait a minute. You mean the glove? Mr. Wellington, I believe I had the bananas you saw right here. It does kind of look like bananas, to be fair. So you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you'd be wrong. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Isn't that the baseball glove? Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? Th that's... That's not... It's no! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness loves bananas, has bad eyesight, knows nothing about baseball. I think he has bad eyesight. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? How? What? Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden? Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas. I don't think it is. No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. You're one of those people, yes. You know what I mean? You're like... Okay. Yeah. Get all your insults out now. And that is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. They're both 2200. I suppose you're going to tell me that that's terrible, right? 2200? That's insane. Why are you not wearing your glasses today then? That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning to get a new pair made right away. But, you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? How about it, witness? You are an unrelenting evil man. You're like those... Oh my god. Okay, get more of your insults out. Which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at that time. Therefore, the identity of this woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness. By the height difference, but the height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path. Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. 9 feet. And the prescription was 2200. Now, I have a super strong prescription, and I don't think mine's even that strong. And to be completely honest, I would not be able to see 9 feet in front of me. Like, no way is that possible. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, please continue your testimony. Please tell the court what happened next, in the moments after you witnessed the crime.
girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away. Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that. That girl is the murderer. Dude, you would not be able to see. Everything would be blurry. That may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. Alright. That girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. She ran away just like that? Yes, she did. She saw me and flew the nest like the guilty bird she is. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that pun too hard for someone who only got a third-rate education? Actually, that did take me a few seconds to get. Anyway, if she ran away the instant she saw you, how could you tell it was my client? The witness has already answered that question. He has stated that the defendant is the culprit. This is true. Mr. Wright, I'm striking your question from the record. How can I get more information out of him? After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. Immediately, as in immediately. I mean, sure, a minute might have elapsed before I did, but that's the duty of every good citizen, or did they not teach that in your pitiful school? You think people learn about how to call the police in college? Yeah. That's kind of insane. Dude, people should learn to call the police when they're, like, super young. Like, elementary school age. Maybe, possibly even sooner. Hey, Nick, I think you should take a look at the court record for a sec. Okay. Time of death, 6... Oh. That's way later. Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So, what of it? You said you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was 6:45 p.m. There is clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? Ack! I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap. Grr. The witness was in shock at the time of witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed. 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. Ah, Mr. Wellington. What? Yes? Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Probably picking his nose. No, he was probably writing the name in the sand. Answer the question. Spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? You and your questions, as if you're trying to open all the layers of Marty Oshka doll. Marioshka doll? Yeah, I think that's right. Marioshka doll. You must think you're really something special. Witness. I lost my cell phone. There. Are you happy? You lost it? Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone? You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings. What? Are you saying that the first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you ever... Oh my god. Enough. Oh man, oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone? Nick, that cell phone, could it be? You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do? Mr. Wellington, where is your cell phone right now? Heh, what are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my cell phone. I'll have you know. See, here it is. Oh, I see. It looks like he's got his phone. And I thought that just maybe this was his. Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by his search for a phone booth. Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? There is something. Your Honor, the witness's testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you? You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you? Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think. Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone. It's very simple. This is the evidence that backs up my claim. And yet again, you have presented this court with... come on! I thought maybe the phones were connected somehow. Let's see. Time of death. Broken. Fell. In hand. That the witness had no need. Business card. Maybe this? It's simple. This is the evidence. Oh, come on. That's all the phone sort of related stuff, is it not? Sorry, just answering a text message. this one again? Oh, there's a phone booth right there. It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this. At the crime scene photo. Is there a problem with it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you. No! It's a phone booth. That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you use the phone that was right in front of you? We got him. Order, order. What does reporting the crime a little late prove for the defense? The witness can't explain what he was doing in those 15 minutes. That is the reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. Exactly. If it was 15 seconds, it would be a different story. But a whole 15 minutes? Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness? Then I bet this phone really was his nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. And Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. So there was no reason for him for killing it. Killing for it or whatever. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else. Was he? Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to why the witness was doing? I have an idea. There is only one possible explanation. Alright, let's hear your explanation. Hands falling asleep. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility. Yeah, I don't know why you said that. Please present to the court the one piece of evidence will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? Well, I'm guessing these are his broken glasses. Found nearby. So, he could have been looking for his glasses, but I also feel like he could have been writing the name as well. But writing a name in the sand would not take as long as 15 minutes. Finding glasses, on the other hand, can take a really long time if you don't have very good vision. Mr. Wellington. What? Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Where did you find I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Yep. Order, order. Now, wait a second. Hold on. I didn't confess or confirm to anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. Mr. Wright, are you indicating the witness as the real murderer? Of course, that is precisely what I'm doing. Ooh, See, anytime they make a crazy noise, it's a good chance that they're the victim. Or not the victim, the culprit. That they're the murderer. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out the cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyway, now's our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah. This is so exciting, watching you work again. Somehow my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Order, order. Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court without any solid ground to stand on. He accuses the witness of being the murderer. Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't you look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Why, that's easy. For example, there's the name the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right? But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name in the ground. But, wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would the person know her name was Maggie, or Maggie? That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Bird before this trial. I forgot. Was there any way this creep would have known Maggie's way beforehand? There is a way, because he called her and was like, "What's your name?" It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn. Well, not what's your name, but like, who is this? That the defendant's name is Maggie. Now will the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why how did you? Well, almost everyone tries to call their phone if they've lost it. That's just kind of what people do. It's the easiest way to find a lost phone. Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with... Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost cell phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the cell phone. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. Exactly. But also, you said you could meet up. But how do you know where they are? Also, how does this not seem... Well, I guess it's not a super suspicious phone call. It just feels somewhat suspicious to me. Just because it's like, you don't need to know her name. You don't even really need to know where she is. You just need to pick a place to pick up the phone. Or where she can return the phone to you. That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake. My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie. This is a mistake that could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded. Eek! Order. But Your Honor, the witness has no motive. And your point is? It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone. That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright? Your Honor, can you explain what motive this witness could have had? It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right? Yeah, but... Now then, please present to the court proof that the witness had a motive. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? A list? These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers. Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artists group. What? Con artists? Could you explain why these numbers were on your cell phone, Mr. Wellington? This is outrage. Oh, this is an outrage. I was like, that doesn't make sense. You should be like, this is outrageous. But if he says this is an outrage, that's fine. An invasion of privacy. Look at the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. Is there anything worse than murder, really? If you really think about it. You're one of those people. You're the cop, disruptive genius at work. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. You think any of you, know what it's like to be a refined man such as me? What about you is refined? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. Is it? Objection overruled. Thank you, Judge. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't it obvious the witness is a member of the group? Duh. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No! All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over to you. I guess it's all over to you. All over for you since I looked into the numbers. This is why you had to kill. No! This is too much. That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I got you now. That police officer, Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Payne? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. Dude, you already used that line. Also, I was thinking about his name, Mr. Payne, since their names usually somewhat go with their personalities. And I was kind of like, well, he's obviously not somebody who causes pain. I think he's just somebody who might be in pain a lot of the time. You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago. Exactly, you already used that line. Please? Please, let's think about the content of that phone call. Dude. Like, you're pretty much groveling at this point. Like, no one you've lost. Beep. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird to get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone? This is a valid point. To be fair, that's what I was also kind of thinking. But there still has to be a reason that he went to murder. What does the defense think about this? If you think about it logically, then it makes sense. Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. Maybe that slime ball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner. But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant? I think he must have seen something he didn't agree with him when he got there. Well then, Mr. Wright? What was this something that didn't agree with the witness? Didn't agree with the witness? Policewoman? Victim and a policeman that seems that he was dating the defendant Maggie Birdie. The prosecutor for this case lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. I don't remember who she is, but I get a feeling I know her. A self-proclaimed drifting virtuoso who is still looking for the right college. Kinda thinking it's this because he thought it was bananas. The witness saw this. Well, Mr. Wellington, is he correct? By the expression on his face, I would say that wasn't it. It looks like I was wrong. Dang it. I was thinking that maybe he's just allergic to bananas. You know what? Thinking about it now, I'm like, maybe I was right to go into the profiles. Because he probably saw Dustin and was like, oh no, a police officer. What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim. The victim? You mean Dustin Prince? Dustin Prince has gone on his date after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh. The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. I see, so he just saw her with the policeman and was like, oh no, she's already looked into the phone numbers. He's gonna arrest me. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. Makes sense. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on his phone. And he went into panic, is what you're saying. Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Dang. Literally could have avoided being murdered if he was just not in uniform. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments? I'm thinking. It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are... Impressive. Not bad for a person with a third-rate education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence! This guy is all you have been waving around and talking about is that suspicious telephone. Suspicious phone number, that suspicious con group, that you're all on that phone. They're all on that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof, your evidence? You want proof that this phone is yours? I already told you earlier. That phone, I lost it. I've already found it. I don't have even the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton. What? It feels so good to... It feels good to see you squirm. What do... We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it, without knowing that it's meaningless as evidence? Yeah, Your Honor. This is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. This telephone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's gotta be. Did you check for fingerprints? I got it. We should check for fingerprints. Fingerprints? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Welling must have left some prints on this phone. Nick, don't you remember? When we got that from Maggie, you wiped it off. I what? You saw there was sand all over it, so... What, wiped it? I wiped it? Pretty thoroughly, too. Wah! It's oh so fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. He's made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see. Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. You've got to be joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Well, Mr. Wellington, what's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? Oh, you are too much. And of course you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Now I remember. Yes! He's been cured of his amnesia. Beep. Huh? It looks like they hung up. Good. I finally found it. So that's when. What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick, we've worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's going to get off scot-free. I know. I know this phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis, and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short. Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who am I? Who I am? The court hereby concludes the cross-examination. Hehehe. If that will be all, I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies a goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go at that? No, raise an objection. Please wait, Your Honor. Alright, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything. Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more insane questions. You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright? Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Very well, but this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. I only have one shot at this. If you cannot prove everything, it's over for your client and for you. Do you fully understand? Yes, Your Honor. I'm sure you are well aware, Your Honor, that the cross-examination period has ended. Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence. Oh. Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Also, Mr. Payne, learn to listen. Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. Well, this is the only thing we haven't shown. Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. Jojo's business card added to the court record. It's written in fancy script. The ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. Well, that just sounds like a bad business card. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards. Your Honor, there's something very important about that card, and that is the name on the card, the back of the card. This card is important because of what's on the back. You wrote that cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? But court is still in session. It's okay, you'll see. Okay, if you say so. If the defense Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We are going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to... Ah! What? Why is my phone... You grabbed the wrong phone, buddy. And what is with the stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington? How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. You're... Ah! No, 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 I can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further except to say, when you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments. Then Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding, it's Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Can I have my phone back? Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty. Yay! Another case in the bag. That is all. This court is adjourned. Man, that was a long tutorial. Oh, the sparkly eyes. I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I am so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. No, he literally was killed just because he went in uniform. It's so sad. It's probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it? since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. Oh my god. Girl, you are the most unluckiest person I've ever heard of. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters. That is, pretty bad. Up until I went to college, I was known as the goddess of misfortune. And then at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. That's right, you were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian sidewalk. I gave her my hand and before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Huh? Oh? I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything is all my fault. Dustin's death, your head being all messed up. Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet. What do you mean yet, Phoenix? I'm going to find a new life for myself, starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah, after all, the goddess of misfortune is only a name. You bet. I'm gonna make it, I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks, you take care of yourself too. Bye, Maggie. Sigh, what's a horrible day. I've gotten my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back. At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also been a good ally during others. The judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions. But in the end, he always comes with the right verdict. This person, I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaking me for someone else. And we don't care about Mr. Payne, really. And this girl, Maya? You finally remembered. This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right, I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example, Earth to Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on the phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. Yeah, did she finish her training? And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout, the end. Already on to the new chapter. Save. And let's start this new chapter since I have more time. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it, Eni? I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. Well, we've been here before, and last time Maya said she killed somebody. Or wait, no, that was, oh, jeez. We just finished it last Thursday, and I can't even remember. Oh, what was her name? Oh, this is gonna bug me if I don't figure it out. Oh, Emma. Right. It was Emma who was saying stuff like that, not Maya. No, I didn't. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. Oh, did did Maya kill someone when she was uh spirit medium and someone else calling someone forth? I can't believe something like this happened. The events of that gloomy rainy afternoon that started this whole mess keep playing through my mind. Well, we already know this turn went well anyway, since it seems like this happened before the tutorial episode. So, episode 2 is before episode 1. What depressing rain. Do you understand how depressed that makes me? Do you? I guess. But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry at the weather girl on the TV. I think our little rainy spell will take a break with a day of sun, is what that girl said. I'd stake my life on it. Well, it's the weather. But that's why I didn't bother to bring an umbrella today. What nerve, calling herself a weather girl. She's going to hear about my $1,500 suit. About your case. Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl. I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business, we could have some friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon. Sorry, but how is feeling like you're gonna sue the weather girl just for predicting the weather wrong? Friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon. Remind me to never end up under his knife. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray's Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Oh, you're the doctor at... You're really quite upsetting. It's really quite upsetting. Do you hear me? Upsetting. Yes, I heard you. I agree, it's quite upsetting, Mr. Gray. The one that screwed up was that nurse. It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients. And yet, now listen good, and yet, that nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to her wrongdoing. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me. And this is the kicker. She up and has herself grand old accident and crashes her car. Smash, crunch, instantly transforming her car into the accordion model. Oh, so I guess that was the cutscene we saw at the beginning of the episode of the car crashing. Yep. Gonna go back to it. That's right. About a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice and the nurse's suspicious fatal accident. There were rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused that crash. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for the malpractice incident. Why would I? Now, I'm just going to say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me. But you seem very angry about those 14 patients being killed. Is that enough anger to kill the nurse? I don't know. I think you need to take a deep breath, Doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? That's simple, because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. It just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic. You don't say. If it were me, I don't think I'd want to go either. So, what would you like me to do about it? I want you to help me prove I'm innocent. You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? No, this is something only you can do. Maya Fey, you know this girl, correct? Yeah, she's my assistant. Maya, why would he know her name? I heard you were working under her for a little while. No, she was working under me. Well, yes, I mean, hey, wait a second here. I worked under her? Yes, am I wrong? She told me, so I'm not quite sure if... Well, we worked a few trials together, but she went back to her hometown to undergo more training. Yes, I heard. It must be lonely for you. What? Wait, I'm not... She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such a rigid training. Huh? I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sort of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey. Is Maya really that famous? And I've already set up an appointment. For what? What else? A channeling. I'm going to have her call the spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed. Oh. Maya, I wonder what she's up to right now. We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. That's what she told me. I guess she's learned to accept her responsibilities and become an adult. Not counting training, this will be her first time channeling a spirit. So she gave me one condition before accepting my request. A condition? The condition is you, Mr. Wright. She said that she wouldn't do the channeling without seeing you again. Me? And that is why I've searched you out. You want to see her too, don't you? I do want to see Maya. And so, that is how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. 1:25 p.m. Crane Village. And it's June. So July, August, so this was 3 months before the previous case. So this is Crane Village, Maya's hometown. It looks nice. Oh, who are you? What? Why, hello there. What an odd little girl. Hey, wait up, Pearly. Someone else is coming this way. Nick! Maya, how are you? It's good to see you again. Wow, I didn't think you'd really show up. It's not that big of a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away. Well, maybe I exaggerated just a little. It was only 2 hours by train. If I had known you were this close, I'd have visit more. 2 hours by train feels like a lot. Then again, I've never really ridden a train before. But I have, of course, taken public transit, and even well, I guess an hour doesn't even feel that long sometimes. It depends. Depends what you have to make the time go by. No, you're not allowed. I've already decided, you know. Until I become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong by myself. Oh, well, anyway, congratulations. I'm glad to hear training is going well for you. Heh. What's that little heh about? Is it not going well? Looks like you've finally become a full-fledged medium, taking on your first job. Yeah, I didn't think it would be this soon. But this case, do you know the messy story behind it? Hahaha, behold the power of the Maya Intelligence Network. Let's see, 14 people died because of the malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? And to pin the blame on the nurse. He killed her in what appeared to be a car accident. Huh? So what is this Maya Intelligence Network anyway? The tabloids. That's what I thought. Hahaha, I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard all about it from Dr. Gray. Oh, come on, Nick. I wouldn't take a crazed killer as my client. That's too scary, even for me. Yeah, I guess so. Well, hopefully he isn't a killer or anything. So, this is your hometown, huh, Maya? Yep. Crane Village, but I've heard people call this place Medium Valley too. Interesting. So everyone who lives here is a spirit medium? Pretty much. Most of my ancestors were too, I think. That's probably true since the Fae ability to communicate with the dead is so strong. Actually, only the women of this village are mediums. So what do the men do? They usually work someplace outside the village. I see. So, men can't be spirit mediums either? Well, I wonder what the reason for that is. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that girl I saw earlier. Do you know her? Oh, you mean Pearly. Pearly? Pearl Faye. She's my cousin. Isn't she adorable, just like yours, truly? Cousin? Wait, then that means, is she also a... Yep, she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling. I see. I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier. Nah, it's not you. My aunt drilled it into her head that if a suspicious looking person tries to talk to you, run away. Suspicious looking? Well, you are a stranger. You know, stranger danger. Come on, Nick. Don't tell me you didn't learn that as a kid. Well, you're not wearing training clothes for starters. Of course not. Pearly is my aunt's most valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town. Well, and the other thing is, if all the men here work outside the village, I wonder if she's even seen a man before. Like, I would think they would come back to the village each day after work, but you never know. She doesn't know much about the world outside the Korean village. Aunt? Pearly's mother is my aunt, duh. Come on, Nick. Well, Nick, I've got to get going. It's about time for the channeling to start. Huh? Oh yeah. I'm doing the channeling in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers. Ooh, burgers. Okay, very important question, Maya. Is there cheese on those burgers? Because cheeseburgers are my favorite. Alright, good luck, Maya. Thanks. Well, at least she is still the same perky Maya. Meditation room. Fae Manor. Ah, Mr. Wright, I'm so glad you showed. Some nice weather we're having today, aren't you happy? No, not at all. That stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. It will rain cats and dogs today, she said with a straight face. I can't believe they allowed such misguided reports on the public airwaves. Looks like he's talking about the weather with this guy is just asking. Looks like talking about the weather with this guy is just asking for punishment. Honestly, it sounds like the weather person he's listening to, he should just do whatever the opposite of what she says is. But anyway, this is a splendid manor. No argument there. It's hard to believe that this is Maya's house, though. I was given a guide map to this building. Here, Mr. Wright, I have a copy for you, too. Guide map added to the court record. Don't tell me this is gonna be another murder case in this manor. Let's at least look at it. Okay, so we're in the meditation room. Oh, Fae Manor guide map partial, so there's more to this building. But anyway, we're in the meditation room. There's the winding way, and a little step goes to a side room. And then there's the channeling chamber. It's not a bad blueprint. Today's channeling. What are you going to do once the nurse's spirit has been called? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna have her write a signed confession. A signed confession? Yes, a confession. Pay attention. I'll have her write this. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died due to my negligence. And then on May 24th, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car accident due to my further negligence. I'm sorry and I apologize for being negligent. That's what I'll have her write. With a confession, the rain falling on my soul can finally stop. Oh, I see. guy's intense. I really don't trust him. So, how did you hear about Maya Fey? I heard about her from an acquaintance, a girl studying the occult at the college. That girl introduced me to this village. This is the home of the Korean School of Channeling. The home, huh? And Miss Maya is a daughter of the master, I hear. Master? Anyway, do you see that door? That's the room where people and spirits meet. Miss Maya's aunt is in there right now. Would you care to meet her? I might as well. June 19th. Channeling chamber. Wow, it's such a strange atmosphere in here. These flickering lights, I guess they're candles? You guess? Phoenix, do you know what a candle is? I'm starting to believe that you don't know what a candle is. Good sir, who might you be? Hi, lady, you have really big hair. My name is Phoenix Wright. Oh, you must be that good sir. Good sir? Is she talking about me? Are you a lawyer or are you... Wait, you are a lawyer, are you not, good sir? I've heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so, Mystic Maya? I am Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Fay. Well, howdy do there, Morgan. I don't know why I said howdy do. Hi. Nice to meet you. I wanted to speak with you about a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you ask too much, Mystic Maya, in performing your duties. Most becoming, I'm afraid. Most unbecoming. Huh? Don't tell me you have already forgotten. Wait, that was it not for Mystic Maya and her assistants. You would surely not have won. First a girl that runs away and now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job. And what did I become the poster boy for how not to make a good wait, when did I become a poster boy for how not to make a first impression? There should be a good, it should say good first impression because he's definitely making a first impression. It's just not a good one. The past is the past, though. Let us speak of the present now. Thank you. Let's talk about Maya. So, why do you add Mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange? Good sir. Ooh, she's given him the scary mom stare down. Yes? How dare you be so rude and disrespectful towards Mystic Maya? I'm sorry? She must be addressed with her proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya. So about Mystic Maya, it is the blood. Excuse me? Blood? Mystic Maya carries the blood of the Master. In actuality, she is the only one remaining. Only one remaining? What's that supposed to mean? Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs to the Korean channeling technique. Okay, then where do you stand? That is a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fae clan, I am merely a member of the Branch family. Branch family? What's that? It is as it sounds. For a member of the branch family, no matter her spiritual powers, she can never become the master of the Crane School. So, how strong are you? It is a shame, however, I will admit. I cannot even begin to compare the lowliness of my power to the master's. So that's how it is. So today's channeling will be for her first. Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of the person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong. It is usually easier to call that person to our world. Traffic accident indeed. The channeling will take place here in this channeling chamber, good sir. As you can see, I am in the process of preparing. Okay. So, this room is channeling chamber. The place where a spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose you mind if we observe the session. Do not even think of such nonsense. Only the medium and the client may enter here. Oh. The secrets of the crane techniques cannot be seen by just anyone. That never stopped Maya from doing it in front of me before. It is also for your safety, good sir. If something were to go wrong, that is why, while channeling is being performed, that heavy door is securely locked. Oh, that's what the lock is for. Oh, yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl. Good sir? Pearl? She is an adorable, angelic young girl. Oh, that odd. She is my daughter. Now then, what was it you were about to say? What a cute daughter you have. A pure heart that knows not of the evils in this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request. Well, it's not like I had a chance anyway. I must insist the stress that you wait. I must insist and stress that you not let it occur. Okay, I get it. Okay, will not talk to Pearl then, or at least try not to. Again, not like we can. Wow, this garden is really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. What is that over there? Is that an incinerator? It looks a little out of place in the garden like this. Yeah. It also reminds me of the Steel Samurai case. Is somebody gonna burn something in there again? It's a small incinerator. I don't think garbage trucks come all the way out here to tiny villages like this. So every family has to burn their own trash. I see. A splendid garden with a small lamp and a traditional decorations. It's a bit small to walk around in. Although, that incinerator piques my curiosity. Okay. It looks like there's a room over there too. A peaceful feeling is emanating from it. It's a really old urn. The ashes of a person long dead are inside. It looks like something with a long history. Other than that, it's not very interesting, so time to move on. Okay. Let's go to the side room. So this is the side room. Looks like it's more of a break room. There's bedding spread out on the floor. It looks like someone's sleeping in one. I shouldn't disturb them. Okay. What's this? It's a small alcove. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean or symbolize. If I had one of these things in my office, it would end up as storage space. But there it's decorated with some pretty flowers and a beautiful hanging scroll. My question, Phoenix, is did you take your shoes off? Because this is a tatami mat. Then again, I don't know why I'm saying anything. Probably did. It's a decorative wooden bear sculpture. There's a plate attached to the base. Korean village, the heart of channeling. What the? It's a souvenir? So, does this mean it's easy to spot bears here and for them to spot you? Gulp. There's bedding spread out on the floor. Is that someone sleeping in one over there? She's probably an exhausted medium taking a break and catching some Z's. If I wake her up, she might be grumpy and throw a spell on me. It's probably a good idea to not disturb her sleep. Probably not. This is the first time I've seen a sliding door like this in person. From from here, I can see the winding way and the little garden in the country. Honestly, if it's his first time seeing a traditional Japanese sliding door, he probably left his shoes on the tatami mat, which isn't great. If you guys didn't know, you're supposed to take your shoes off before stepping on any tatami mats. Hey, you, hold on now. This gal's got a few questions to ask. Hmm? I'm sure I've heard that southern accent somewhere before. Wait a minute. I'm trying to remember her name, but I'm pretty sure I know who it is. Yeah, I know you. I'm having a blank on your name, but I remember you. Oh well, I'll be. It's Mr. Phoenix Wright. How you been? I haven't seen you in what, a year? See, I feel like most people remember names a lot better than faces. But I'm one of those people who remembers faces better than names. You are a lot of heart. You're a lot of heart, right? Bingo! I'm the one and only paranormal photographer, Lotta Hart. Oh, so I guess you're still at it, being a photographer, I mean. Of course. And today I'm gonna get myself a real scoop. You wait and see. Oh, that's right. This ain't no time to be wasting time. The channeling's about to get started. Is it that time already? We all should hurry up and get to the meditation room. What are you waiting around for? Come on. Lot of heart, huh? I've been judging her harshly because of that case. But I guess looking back, we had some good times too. I guess so. Guess you could say that. We will now begin the channeling. Mystic Maya and honored guests, please proceed into the channeling chamber. With this, I can finally swat all those pesky flies once and for all. You hear me? I won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You would love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? Me? Oh, yeah, I sure would. Maybe don't say that, just in case there's an angry spirit going to be channeled or something. You don't want the spirit to come after you, Phoenix. Mystic Maya, do you have the channeling chamber key? Yep, right here. That is most satisfactory. That key is one of the kind, so please take care of it well. It'll be fine, Aunt Morgan. I won't lose it. Trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started. Finally, let's go. Click. Now, let us wait patiently out here for them. Please have some lovely bitter green tea and jaw-dropping large strawberry desserts. Hold on now, Granny. Granny? How come we ain't allowed in that room? Dear ma'am, you have an impressive grasp of English. From where did you learn it? What? I'm from the heart of the heartland. Is that so? Then I humbly request that you return to this heart of the heartland. What are ya? This is Crane Village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we request that you leave. Sorry. Wow, she shut Lotta up. Now that's impressive. Now then, let us wait. Bang. Hey now, what was that just now? It came from inside the channeling chamber. Hey, that's a gunshot. 2 gunshots. Excuse me? Oh no, I hope Maya's okay. I've heard the sound before. It's a gunshot. I'd bet my afro on it. Maya? Maya's in there. Oh. Do we break in or do we respect their traditions? You know what? We can at least try to respect them. So we're maybe in less trouble when we might end up having to break in there. Miss Faye, what should we do? Yellow-bellied chicken liver, what are you waiting for? Kick it down already. But the key. That key is one of the kind in this world. There is only that one. Even I am powerless to open that door. There's really no other way. Alright, stand aside. I'm gonna break the door down. Wait, please. That's sort of recklessness. Yeah, now that's what I call being a man. Slam. Oh, there we go. Dr. Gray. I was murdered. I guess this is what um the intro meant with Maya killing someone. Oh no. Maya? That man murdered me. So I killed him. What? Lotta, at a time like this, times like this is perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? Step aside from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But hurry, before there is more victims here. Hey, let's go, city boy. Leave this to the granny. Guess there's no choice. My cell phone doesn't get reception way out here. And so I ended up using the phone booth to call the police. Well, it's gonna take a while for them to get here. And they're on their way. That's good. Lottie, I saw a genuine mysterious phenomenon. She seems really on edge because of all this. Not that I blame her. I'm scared to death by what's going on. Hey, mister. That gal, Maya? She wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, was she? Oh, yeah. Lotta doesn't know that when Maya is channeling, her whole physical appearance changes. I don't know about physical appearance. Or at least not a whole physical appearance. I guess some of her physical appearance changes, but I would not say her whole physical appearance. Then again, weren't there only the two of them in there? I reckon she must have done it then. Lotta, what do you know about Dr. Gray? Not much, but I did some digging. That's one gent with bad reputation. Really? I hear he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like wet sheep. I sort of got the same impression myself. He's really controlling. So his nurse, as soon as his nurse or patients don't do what he says, he starts a hollering. Must be really tough to work for him. Yeah. Do you have anything? No, I really don't have anything yet. Okay, well, time to go back inside, I guess. Ah, Mr. Wright. Miss Faye, how's, Mystic Maya? She has returned to this world. The spirit severing technique was successful. Let me see her, please. She's still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery. Guess I just have to wait. The police are here. Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? You again? What are you doing all the way out here, Detective Gumshoe? It's actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, pal. Well, time to check out the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone here later on. So just sit tight, alright? Why is he grinning at me? Shall I show you to the scene of the crime, Detective Gumshoe? My name isn't... Oh, Gymshoe. I'm so used to saying Gumshoe that I just read it as Gumshoe. The two of them went into the channeling chamber. I guess all I have to do for now is see what everyone else has to say. Okay. Guess we'll keep moving. Doesn't look like there's anything here. Maybe that sleeping person is awake now. I'm pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier. Like, how can I help you? I'm, what is like, isn't it about time to start? Huh? Time to start what? You know, like the channeling? Channeling? No, actually, the situation has kind of changed. Huh? Like, what do you mean? Please stay calm, but there has been a murder. So, like, a murder is that thing where, like, one person kills another, right? Yes, a person has killed another person. Oh, that's, what are the words I'm looking for? It's like totally a bummer. Yeah, after all that effort, that's all she had to say. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to, like, introduce myself. My name is Eeny Meeny. At the college, I I'm researching the studying parapsychology. Parapsychology? That's right. Um, I think people, like, usually call it occult studies or something like that. like supernatural phenomenon, ESP, and psychic powers, that sort of stuff. That's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Not gonna lie, I usually am not a fan of people who. Dang it, I'm already talking to her, like her a little bit. Just gonna say, I'm not a fan of people who usually talk like that, but for some reason I like this character. So what brings you here today? So I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, like, do you know of a god spirit medium? Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place. Cause, like, talking to dead people and, like, multiple personalities are my thing. I see, then why were you taking a nap here? Like, I wasn't feeling good. Huh. I'm all allergic to sesame seeds. They, like, must have put some in the food they served for lunch. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. So I, like, felt sick and came in here to, like, sleep. I totally feel like I've wasted my time because I, like, slept a long time. You're saying, like, way too much. So you were sleeping here the entire time? Yeah, ever since lunch. So you don't know anything about the murder that took place? Like what? I like totally know nothing. So who was, like, killed? The surgeon that requested the channeling, Dr. Gray? Had nothing to say about that, huh? Interesting. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like a long time ago, I was like a patient, yeah. She sounds like she's trying to hide something. She does sound like she's trying to hide something. But we can't really say anything else for now. There's no one here as usual. Ack! Hey, how are you? You're Pearl, right? Silent as ever. What's that she got in her hand? I've seen it somewhere before. It's the key to the door. What is it? Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? Okay. The door that leads to the channeling chamber and the place where spirits and people meet. The iron in the door was tempered, making it very solid. It looks like there is a strong lock on the door to top it off. Okay. Guess we'll go into the chamber. The police are busily running here and there, and I don't see Maya anywhere. Hey you, don't touch anything. Look, I really need to ask you some questions. Don't look at me like I'm some sort of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, pal, I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright? About Maya. I hate to break this to you, pal, but with the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room after all. But you can ask more about her later, pal. Right now, I've got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. Detective Gumshoe looks like a real professional, and yet something about his expression still looks the same. I see. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? Oh. Wait. What the? Delete. There we go. Sorry, had something to look at. Let's see here. I think I might have to end as soon as the investigation's over, maybe. He was shot in the forehead, but 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 he was also stabbed in the chest with a knife. A knife. Basically, the victim was first stabbed, then he was shot. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll probably end the stream early, and then I'll continue tomorrow. Well, I don't know if I can continue tomorrow. Well, you know what? I can probably continue in the afternoon tomorrow and just finish to the point where I was wanting to finish before the next stream. Maybe that's what... You know what? I'll just keep going and I'll end when I feel like I need to. Yeah. She's probably scared out of her wits after having a murder take place right by her. Lotta, don't don't let it be me next. Eek, don't scare me like that. What do you mean? You're the one scaring me. If I weren't so tough, you'd be another dead body on your hands. Mine. Any ideas? Did you see or notice anything that stuck out at you? Nah, well, maybe one thing. What was it? What is it? Turns out the poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing. Huh? What? Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back at ya. This is just too much, I say. What is too much? Being an occult photographer. That's some scary stuff, so I think I'm gonna try being a celebrity photographer now. Going after photos more within your reach from now on. More glamour, less gore. What's up? Oh yeah. What is it? I took some hot pictures earlier, huh? Remember, I took some pictures at the murder scene inside. Actually did, two even. The seance murder. I sure like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story. Lotta. Sorry, but my journalist sense is burning inside of me. Hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops to the scoop. And there she goes. I don't know who's scarier, Lotta or the spirits. Yeah, I'm not so sure either. And why does it feel like I've been through this before? Oh, dear madame, you have such impeccable timing. Like, what's all the buzz? Ahem, alright everyone, listen up, you too, pal. I'm going to give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation's not going to be done until real late. That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof at the Fey Manor tonight. What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police, and I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. Okay, now that it's a new day, I think I'm gonna end stream here. I know it's a little bit of a weird place to end it. Er, hmm. It's 11:45. Yeah, no, I'll end stream here. We'll pick up here tomorrow, and we'll finish to the point where I wanted to finish to tonight. Or we'll go to the point where I wanted to end tonight, but we'll do that tomorrow afternoon, if that sounds fine to you guys. Because I have been just streaming for more than 3 hours, and I like trying to stay around the 3 hour mark. Sometimes I'll go to 4, but I do have a breakdown on how long everything's gonna take, and if I keep streaming, I probably won't finish until I hit possibly even the 5 hour mark, so we're just gonna end here. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow to finish the rest of this first half of the chapter of episode 2. And I'll also be playing Peak with Sinister Bear and one of our other friends. That's right, it'll be 3 people playing Peak tomorrow, so I hope you guys are excited for that, and I'll see you all later. Bye for now.